Hello everyone, welcome to SOFTECH. Let me discuss SAP-MM experience interview question and answers. What is SAP-MM? Answer: SAP-MM Materials Management is a module in SAP ERP, Central Component ECC, that provides companies with materials, inventory, and warehouse management capabilities. It includes procurement, master data management, inventory management, material requirements planning, and logistics. Can you explain the procurement process in SAP-MM? Answer: the procurement process is SAP-MM typically involves several steps. Requirement determination, identifying the needs for materials. Source determination, finding suppliers. Vendor selection and comparison, comparing vendors' quotations. Purchase order processing, creating purchase orders. Purchase order monitoring, tracking purchase orders. Goods receipts, receiving goods and verifying against the purchase order. Invoice verification, matching invoice with purchase orders and goods receipts. Payment processing, processing the payment to vendors. What is a purchase requisition and how is it different from a purchase order? Answer: a purchase requisition is an internal document that signals the need for materials and services within the organization. A purchase order is an official document sent to a vendor to procure the goods and services specified. How do you configure a material master record in SAP-MM? Answer: configuring a material master record involves several steps. Create the material type. Define the material number range. Configure the field selection for data scanners. Create views such as basics data, purchasing, accounting, etc. What is the significance of a material type in SAP-MM? Answer: material type in SAP-MM determines the attributes of a material and controls the account, determination and screen sequencing for material master data. It also influences the procurement types, external or internal, and inventory management. Explain the use of transaction codes in SAP-MM. Answer: transaction codes, T codes, are shortcuts used to access various functions within SAP-MM. For example, ME21N, create purchase order, ME22N, change purchase order, ME23N, display purchase order, MM01, create material master, MIGO, goods movement. How would you handle situation where the invoice received for a vendor does not match the purchase order in terms of quantity? Answer: in such a scenario, I would verify the goods received against the purchase order to check if the quantity discrepancy is at the receipt stage. Contact the vendors to understand the reason for the discrepancy. If it's a genuine error, request a corrected invoice or issue a debit credit note. Update the system accordingly to reflect the correct quantities and amounts. Can you describe a time when you identified and solved a critical issue in SAP-MM? Answer: in my previous role, I encountered an issue where there were frequent discrepancies between physical inventory and the system records. I conducted a detailed analysis and found that the root cause was incorrect goods receipt postings. I introduced a mandatory verification step for all good receipts, which reduced discrepancies significantly and improved inventory accuracy. How does SAP-MM integrates with other SAP modules? Answer. SAP-MM integrates with various other modules, including SAP SD, Sales and Distribution for managing customer orders and delivery. SAP PP, Production Planning for material requirements, planning and production orders. SAP FI, Financial Accounting and SAP CO, Controlling for managing financial transactions and cost allocations. SAP WM, Warehouse Management for advanced warehouse management functions. What is the role of a release strategy in SAP-MM? Answer. A release strategy in SAP-MM defines the approval process for purchase liquidations and purchase orders. It sets the criteria for different levels of approval based on factors such as orders, value, material type, and purchasing group. This ensures proper authorization and control over procurement activities. How do you stay updated with the latest developments in SAP-MM? Answer. I regularly participate in SAP community forums, attend webinars, and take part in training sessions. I also subscribe to industry newsletters and follow SAP's official blogs and publications. Can you give an example of how you have worked as part of a team to implement an SAP-MM project? Answer. In a recent project, I collaborated with the finance and production teams to implement an end-to-end procurement process. I was responsible for configuring the MM module, while the finance team handled the integration with FICO and the production team provided requirements for material planning. Regular meetings and effective communication ensured the project was completed on time and within budget. What are the steps involved in the configuration of a new plant in SAP-MM? Answer. Configuring a new plant involves define the plant and assign it to a company code, transaction code OX10. Define the storage location and assign it to the plant, transaction code OX09. Maintain the purchasing organization and assign it to the plant transaction code OX17. Configure the plant parameters in materials management transaction code OME4. Explain the difference between consignment stock and standard stock in SAP-MM. Answer. Consignment stock. Goods that are stocked at the customer's location but remain the property of the vendors until they were withdrawn for use. No financial entry is made when consignment stock is received. Financial entries are made only when stock is issued to production or sold. Standard stock. Goods that are owned by the company as soon as they are received. Financial entries are made upon receipt of the goods, reflecting an increase in inventory and corresponding liability. How do you create a vendor master record in SAP-MM? Answer. A vendor master record can be created using the transaction code XK01. The steps are: enter the vendor number, if not using an internal number assignment. Select the account group and enter the company code and purchasing organization. Fill in the relevant details such as name, address, payment, teams, and banking details. Save the record to complete the creation process. What is a valuation class in SAP-MM and why is it important? Answer. The valuation class in SAP-MM determines the GL accounts that are updated when there are transactions involving the material. Example, inventory postings. It links the material types to the appropriate GL accounts, ensuring the financial transactions are recorded correctly. Describe the process of a physical inventory in SAP-MM. Answer. The physical inventory process involves create physical inventory documents ML01. Enter count results in the inventory document ML04. Post the differences ML07 to update the stocks levels and generate the necessary accounting entries. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.